One. This is crazy. Today, it's being in this, like, I had to go onto my computer and make it go so I can find it. Like, it was unlisted. For some reason, this was unlisted. So I couldn't even get back into it on my tablet. So that's so weird. Anyways, we're going to make pizza today. Sorry about the. So we're going to make pizza. I'm going to use this, and I make some other meats in there. And we got cheese. We got some cheese curds, and we got some mozzarella. We're going to make the dough with Greek yogurt, some baking powder, and we're also going to put some, I'm going to cook some pineapple. I'm going to put some pineapple on it. So we're going to start with the pineapple and with the bacon. So let's get started with the pineapple. I'm just going to cut some pineapple pieces from this in there. I'm going to eat a piece right now. Cut up all my pineapple. Mm-hmm. Can you see the sunshine? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ooh, this is sour. So we're just gonna. I want to make pine. I wanted to put pineapple on my pizza, so I'm gonna just cut up a couple pineapples and just put a little sugar in there and just like kind of give it a little saute. So we want pineapple on pizza today. It's so good. So let me know where you're watching from. Welcome everyone. Okay, so I think that's enough pineapple. And then we're going to cook some bacon. And I do have some ham in the fridge, so we're going to make a Hawaiian, which is pineapple and this is the middle pieces. I cut them up too. It's like candy. So we're going to make a Hawaiian pizza with bacon. And I got my oven on already. So let's put this back. We got some pineapple. So I used this for pizza the other day and it was pretty good. So it's Garden Select 6 vegetable recipe. All right, so we're going to use that for our pizza. So we're going to put a little bit of sugar in the pineapple, and then we're going to cook it. We're going to just kind of melt the sugar in it, because pineapple, when it's on pizza and stuff like that, we usually use canned stuff, so we don't use fresh pineapple normally. So we're just going to kind of cook it down a little bit with a little bit of sugar. And if we need to, we'll put a little bit of juice from the thing. So I got my pan here. We're going to put it on, and then we're going to do some bacon. So let me grab and move these. This is the lid from the yogurt. I'm going to move that pan over here because we're going to put you guys over here. I'm going to put a towel there because it gets warm and I don't want the tablet to get too hot because that's the hot burner. So we're going to put some bacon and cook some bacon. I'm just washing off the bag. I was just washing off the bag because, I'm going to cut into it, so we don't want germs. And I'm just going to use probably half of this bacon. And so I'm just going to cut it in half and put the rest away before it gets warm, you know what I mean? So we're just going to cut it in half, and then I'm going to cut it in little pieces as I go. All right, so we're just going to cut it in half. I got it in my hand, the half that I'm going to keep out. We're just going to use a scissor. It works perfect for bacon, and also when you want to cut bacon into small pieces or whatever. It works really good. All right, so just sit it there for a minute. Put that bacon back. Put that there for a second. Put this one away. Then I'm just gonna cut the bacon into pieces. So you can also just do it like this and they will fall apart, so just go. It's a lot quicker. And then we're gonna just get them all, pull them up all apart. The pineapple is cooking good. I'm gonna show that to you in a second here. Good thing I can multitask. Welcome everyone. Thank you for being here. If you're new, thank you for finding me. Hope you stick around. I just uploaded the yoga video as well. For those of you that are into yoga and stretching and meditation and all that. I did a plant video too for meditation. All right, let me wash my hands a little bit. I gotta quickly grab a towel. I do have paper towel, but yeah. Okay. Give me a spoon. You can move this around on the pan. Okay. Bring you guys over here. Let you guys see. With the bacon. I'll tamp down just a little bit. And then we're gonna check this. Look at that. No water. Just a little bit of sugar. And we're just cooking it off a little bit, so. Until it's a little bit tender. And now we're gonna make the dough. I'm just gonna put that on very low. Just put it on very low and keep an eye on this pizza. And this bacon. I did turn it down. So let's get to the dough. So we are going to use this yogurt. It is Greek yogurt, and I already we're not using the flour yet. We're gonna put the Greek yogurt in first. So I'm going to use measuring cup. Let's grab a little one. So I'm gonna start with some yogurt. Need a big spoon. Big spoon. And it's gotta be used up, so we're gonna use some yogurt. A cup of yogurt, maybe more. Well, maybe we use all the yogurt, I don't know. I'm gonna start with a cup of yogurt. And maybe I'll put an egg in there. I don't know. Maybe that'll be good for the dough too. I've seen a couple people doing it a little bit different. So some people use baking soda. Some people use baking powder. I'm going to use baking powder because I know that lifts your dough. So let's turn you guys on. Let's go check the bacon. We don't want it to burn. It's going to burn. Got to keep an eye on that. Bacon. I think where the bacon is done. So I'm just going to leave it in the grease for now and just turn it off. And just turn it off and let it just finish cooking there. A little bit, a couple pieces need a little bit more. So just gonna leave it like that. If I do cook a lot of bacon, I sometimes put a little bit of water and it speeds up the browning, and it doesn't, and then your grease doesn't like get burnt at all when you put a little bit of water. Oh, can you hit that? You're taller than me. Yeah, we don't want to leave that there. See, that would burn too. Maybe that's why it is. He's gonna get it. Thank you. See, that started burning there. It was just on that hot burner. But yeah, we don't need to have that on very long because I got the oven on, that's why. The oven is already on. I'm gonna put the oven on where it's supposed to be. Bake it at 500 maybe, we'll see. 490. See, it heats up your oven faster when you put it on broil first. And so yeah, once I get this dough ready, we'll be ready to rock and roll. All right, let's put you guys over here. Just join. Thank you. All right, let's put you guys over here. I'm trying to put you on the towel. Sorry about that. There we go. Okay, I think we're going to be able to use all this yogurt, maybe. Maybe we'll use a little bit more because there's two of us, and you know, pizza is always good the next day, you know. So I got a nice fresh tomato here too that I could use. It's just ripened. It just finished ripening, and I'm going to go grab some mushrooms too. I got cans of mushrooms, so I'm going to use that can of mushrooms. So we're going to use 2 things of yogurt. And it's good for you, you know, yogurt is good for you. So, you know, if you can use it to bake with, and that's good to do. So we're going to just add a little bit of salt. I'm going to put about a tablespoon, maybe, you know, like that, of salt. And I am going to put some herbs in mine. So we are going to do that right now. I'm going to put some Italian seasoning, just Italian green seasonings. It's no salt in it. I'm going to put some of that in my dough. And then I'm going to put the baking powder. We're going to do a tablespoon. Well, that's a teaspoon. So we're going to do 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Then we're going to mix this stuff up here. I'm using this spoon. You don't have to use a spoon like this, but I'm going to use it. We're going to just mix this up here. And then we're going to add the flour, and then that's it. And some people put Parmesan cheese inside the dough. I could always add, you know, grate some cheese in here in the dough too. But maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that. Let's see if I have any Parmesan cheese left, and we'll just do that as well. All right, we do. Okay, so I'm going to use that tiny little bit of Parmesan cheese that I have. Put that right in there. Beautiful. All right, that's empty. Always like to use things up. And I kind of do want to put an egg in it. You know, I do. I'm going to put an egg in it. An egg will make things fluffy as well, so we're going to do an egg. Let me just mix that up. I don't have any garlic powder or anything like that. So yeah, I need to get garlic powder. And now we're going to add the flour. And I want to sift my flour because, yeah, I like to sift my flour when it's been in the container for a while, you know what I mean? Just in case. Usually it's good, nothing comes out of it, but still, I like to do that. So we're just going to add flour. We started with 1 cup, and we're going to mix that first. And then we'll add the rest. I might make 2 pizzas, one with like mushrooms and other things, and then make the other one with ham and pineapple. We'll do mushroom and bacon. Yeah, let's do that. I've never made a dough like this, so we'll just see how it goes. This is the 2nd cup of flour. And we still got to grate the cheese, but you know, when you got to do all the work, then it tastes way better because you feel so good about yourself, of like accomplishment, something, you know. You always feel good when you feel like you've accomplished something. I think we're done with the flour, with the sifter, so put that up. So we're at this point. I can get my hands. I'm just going to turn the pineapple off. Yeah, this pineapple is pretty much has no liquid, so we're just gonna let it cool down so that it's ready for the pizza when we make it. So we're gonna try a piece. Let's try it. Okay, that's good enough. Oh, yummy. All right, let's get this done. We're gonna take. I do have pizza pans, so we're gonna use them. We're just kind of squishing the dough together. I'm kind of testing to see what it feels like. So I've never made this kind of dough, so it's almost like more like a biscuit dough. Hey, Jer, welcome. Is that Jer? Is that you? I don't know. You're always changing your names. I don't know who you are. I don't know if that's you. Welcome anyway. Whoever you are, welcome. So, try not to get my hair in there. Try not to get my hair. So right now it's kind of like biscuity. I'm going to put some oil on my hands, and then I'm going to try to round it into a dough. All right. Let's get some oil. I am just going to use the oil from the bacon. I'm going to use the oil from the bacon, and I'm going to cool it down a little bit. So we got to put it in something. Put it in. Oh, the bacon is falling too. Oh. The bacon is falling. There's a piece of bacon in there. We're just gonna, let that be in the dough too. So who cares? It's gonna be part of it anyway. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of this on my hands. Oh, it's a little hot. Oh, yeah. That's a little hot. Okay, we'll let it cool down, and I'm just gonna use it. Get back there here. I need to get a little more flour. Sorry if that was in the way, so you can't see the dough. All right, now it's starting to turn into a dough a little bit more. Yeah. I want it to be more mixed together. I don't want it to be so biscuity. And I think that bacon flavor will be just really good in it. And I'm going to put a little more flour. Just with my hand, I'm going to grab a handful. So about 2 cups of flour with about 2 cups of yogurt and an egg as well. So for liquid. Oh, hi, Emily. Oh, I did see Jer. Okay, Jer. We got Jer Malone. Is that the same you? You got 2 channels? Or is that somebody else? But anyway, one coming with me. Okay, we got a dough done, and now we're gonna go get the pans. I need to put a little more oil on my hands. To kind of knead this dough a little bit. Give it a little bit of kneading. I know it doesn't have yeast in it, but still, it has baking powder, and we kind of want to wake up the baking powder a little bit. A little more flour. You don't want to put too much flour, so I'm just doing a little bit at a time because it's still very kind of sticky, and I don't want it to be too sticky. All right, so as we're preparing everything else, we're gonna let that dough rest for a minute. Just let it rest for a minute, and then we'll do that. We'll get it, and I'm just gonna pour a little bit of this on top. Which is just a bacon grease. Just gonna let that soak in a little bit on both sides. It's gonna be so good. Hey, Will. All right, we're just gonna let that sit until we get everything ready. Okay, so here's the dough. And I'm kind of push it down so it just kind of relaxed like that. All right, now I'm gonna wash my hands quickly. Oh, I forgot to get dish soap. That's what I was going to do today. I was supposed to go to the dollar store and get some dish soap and stuff. We literally out all the way out now. Okay, the oven is making me hot. I do have the air conditioner on, but oops, sorry about that. Okay, so let me grab the grater, the big grater. Because we're going to need lots of cheese. So we're going to use the big grater. We're going to use this side. And it also has a container in the lid. So if you grate too much cheese, then you can just put it in the container and put it away. Put it in the fridge. Okay. Oh, oops. There we go. All right, so we're going to start with mozzarella. I'm probably going to use this whole piece of mozzarella. But I'm going to start with just cutting off pieces. Like that. So, and I'm also going to put a plate underneath because sometimes it gets beside it all the time. So I'm going to put a little plate under it. Why doesn't it want to stay on each other? Am I doing it wrong? There we go. All right, here we go. This isn't my favorite thing to do, but I should make my son do this. I want him to cook with me. I let him decide what we're going to make. I gave him options. Like, I had a couple different things. I'm like, well, we could do this. We could do this. He's like, pizza? All right, fine. We'll make pizza. I had like 3 options I gave him today. What should we make for supper? Because I didn't cook yesterday. So my mom took me out for a Burger King? Or no, Harvey's. Harvey's yesterday. I went to Harvey's with my mom. So he had that pizza bun that I didn't eat the night before. So that's what he ate yesterday. So I didn't cook. And he could have came with us, but he chose not to. So he got to eat whatever was left over at home because he could have come. He was invited. So that is all on his own. That's all on him. So I'm just going to cut it in 2 more pieces. Since and I like the oven nice and hot when I get started, so that's why I turned the oven on already before, and I just put the dough on top of the oven so it can get like nice and warm while we're doing this. You know, this is love when you're making meals like this. This is like from scratch. This is like real stuff. I did say, do you want macaroni and cheese with some hot dogs? What was the other one? What was the other thing I said? What was the other thing I said? I forget. And then it was pizza, and then he said pizza. Okay. I forget what the other thing was, but it was pizza. And I could have been like, done it the easy way and grabbed my. I bought some uh, uh, pie pastries the other day. Pie pastry dough sheets, whatever. Pie pastry type of sheets, like this, with the fancy kind of dough that has a lot of butter in it. It's to make desserts and stuff. I could have used that to make pizza. You could also use that to make pizza. So yeah, the warmer the pizza gets, the harder it is to do this too. Oh, did I get them all already? Oh wow, time goes by fast when you're online doing it with. When I'm doing it with you guys, time goes fast. All right, so then we have some cheese curds. The cheese curds, I'm just gonna cut them up smaller and put them on the pizza like that. So we're gonna leave this. So we got that. We got the pineapple. We got the pineapple, and then we got the sauce. We don't need this anymore, so put that away. Close this. Okay. Now I need to grab my pie sheets. Oh yeah, they're over here. They're over here. Yeah, I got one like this, so you can once you baked it for so long, you can just put it in this one, and then get it really crispy. So sometimes I do that. I cook in this one for a while, and then I put it in the other one. So this is for the dough, and let me go grab some mushrooms. Let's go grab some mushrooms and stuff. I'll take you guys with me. Get a can of mushrooms. I keep the canned stuff in my bedroom because it's the coolest room. Because we don't spend a lot of time in there, and so it stays cooler. All right, this one's easy to open too. That's awesome. All right, so I'm gonna put some mushrooms on our pizza. You can literally put anything on your pizza you want. Always rinse off the top of your lids, because when you're opening them, you could get like dusty stuff inside. Always rinse off your top of your lids. And I don't know, I'm probably going to save that tomato to make for the burgers that I'm going to have the next time. So put that in the garbage. Put that in the garbage. All right, now what else do we have that I can put on the pizza? All right, so we have, he did finish that. Okay. All right, good. He finished that ham. All right. Oh, so that thing that I made the other day was so good. I'm going to show you guys. He has it. I'm going to eat it if he doesn't eat it. But I made this the other day. And opening it first, then I'll show you guys. I made this the other day. And what it is, it's just like vanilla cookies with pudding. I made a pudding with the mango. I made a pudding with that, and then I put whipped cream. It tastes so good. My friend downstairs had a piece. She loved it. I had a piece. I gave her a little piece, because of, it's sweets, so she can't have too much sweets. So yeah. Anyways, so there's that, and then there's the mangoes that I did, and I've got like apple pie mix right there, and I also got some wine right there that I made, and some wine right there that I made. Yeah. Here's my pineapple that I gotta finish eating. There's a little bit of my watermelon that I got left to eat. And I got some cucumbers there. I don't know how much longer they're to stay fresh, but we are trying to eat all that stuff. Okay, so I also I might use this cheese too. This is marble. I don't know, I might not use that one. Okay, so what else do I gonna do? I guess so we don't have the ham, so that's okay, because I'm going to just use the bacon, and that'll be the meat. And then we're gonna do one or two pizzas, whatever it is, and then maybe one will use tomatoes. Yeah, we'll use the tomato one. All right, let's get started. No more messing around. Let's get started. Okay. Sorry about all the messing around. Okay, we get there. We're getting there. But that's what happens when you're making things from scratch. It just just happens like that. All right, let's put you guys back here again. Let me go grab the pie. Oh, so we're also gonna grease this with some bacon grease. So I'm just gonna go and put my hand in there and go like this. Okay, so we'll be right back. It's gotta be done quick because it's hot. We don't want the pizza dough to stick. That's the worst thing. You got pizza sticking. And I like my pizza to have that bacon flavor, you know? So we're gonna do bacon flavor. All right, so let me go grab this dough. I think there's gonna be enough for 2 pizzas. So I'm just gonna cut it in half and take half of it out. And we're gonna put a little more flour because it is very, very greasy. I'm just gonna knead it on the table here. Table's clean. Counter's clean here. Just gonna knead it over here for a minute before I put it in the pan. Okay, now it's ready to go on the pan. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna keep squishing it to go to the side. So this is how you do a pizza dough. You just kind of push it. You gotta push it. You just gotta push it lightly and turn it and push it. Or you could just do it all in your hand like that, and you swing it up in the air like some people do, you know. But no matter what, the pizza, whether it is nicely round or not, it'll taste amazing anyway. So pizza's pizza. It doesn't matter what shape it is. It does matter what the crust is, though, so we got to make sure the crust is yummy. Okay, so I want to fix that little hole there. There's a hole in my dough. We don't want that because that could be bad. Okay, so we got one. And then I got to grab the other pan. The other one. Or actually, you know what? One of them is going to go in this pan because this will go in the oven. So I'm just going to put the bacon right now into this little plate I have here that I put underneath the thing. And I'm just dumping the grease out that's in the bottom. But this is going to be so delicious having the pizza in there. Okay, let me grab the other piece of dough. Okay, we got a little bit of flour on the table here. We're going to use that. Just kind of absorb into this. Gotta make it. Playing drums. Just kidding. I'm just playing. All right. Hopefully it's going to be good. I'm just rolling the table counter here and getting the sticky dough parts off, so it's nice and flat, so nothing's sticking. All right, now we're going to grab the pan. We're going to do the same thing. We're just going to go all the way around the pan and squish it down. And the oven's nice and hot at 400 and something, so that's pretty good. All right, now we're going to get started. So I'm going to put cheese on the bottom. Do you want to put cheese on the bottom and then you put the sauce? Wait. Oh, wait. No, you put you put the sauce, then you put the cheese, and then you put everything else, and then you put more cheese. I just dumped this on the counter. I mean, on this. At least it's clean, so it's good. Okay. We okay here. So, yeah. There's a way. I used to work at, my first job was at a pizza place when I was like in high school. My first job. So we're gonna put a little sauce first. Okay, we'll start with this one. Move this. All right, so we're gonna start with this one. We're not put too much sauce. This is kind of thin sauce too. You don't want too much. We don't want a wet pizza. And sometimes when you put the cheese and then you put the other toppings and then you put cheese on top of that, all of that, then it does work better. I'm just going to put a little bit of cheese just to absorb the juices a little bit. And then we're going to do it on the other one, and then I'll share with you guys. I'll show you guys. I'll turn it the other way. I think I can do this one-hander if I didn't put the lid back on. Spread it around. Get it as close as to the edge as you can. We kind of want to put a little dome like a pizza, but I didn't do it with this dough because I don't think this dough works that way. This be a good dough to do on like a fire. Like if you had like a bonfire, it might be a good dough to do on a bonfire on coal, like cooking a pizza on coal. I think I've seen that. Like I've seen nomads do that before. So let's put some cheese on this one. There's a lot of flour on my tablet already, I just noticed. This is going to be worth the wait, this pizza. All right, so now we are going to start with this one again. And then we're going to add some bacon to start. All right, let's put bacon on both of them. And half on one and half on the other. And let's go like that. All right, so this one up here. Put the rest of the bacon on this one. It's all about the cheese anyway, you know. And then I am going to put that little bit of oil. I'm going to put it on top of the bacon at the end. I mean, on top of the pizza at the end. So now I got to open this. Can we do a one-hander? Oh, it's pretty hard. We don't know. Okay, so I want to rinse that off. I'm just going to put in this plate, you know, we're going to use them. That's just bacon anyway. I'm just going to put some mushrooms. I'll put some mushrooms. Did I put them all? Well, might as well use the whole can. We don't have to cheap out on mushrooms. All right, now we're going to do this one. And we're doing this one. Okay. So that'll be like bacon flavored mushrooms because I put them in the bacon thing. Okay. Now we're going to do Now what we're gonna do is put some pineapple. And we're just gonna put the pineapples. Pineapples. I'm just gonna put the pineapple on one because I only made enough for one, so I'm just gonna put it on this one. All right, now we're gonna put the rest of the cheese. Lots of cheese. And then we're gonna do the other one. Move it all around. Move it around. All right, so I'm gonna put a little bit of that cheese, so I'm gonna have to break it up. So I'm gonna put you guys back over here again for now. For a minute. We're gonna put some cheese curds all over. We want cheesy pizza because there's not a lot of other ingredients. So we gotta make sure that there's at least lots of cheese. Cheese curds, these are good for make poutine. All right, so this is gonna go in the oven now. And then we're gonna do a little bit of cheese on that one. So this one's going in the oven. Oh. And I'm going to put a timer on for 11 minutes. And then we're gonna check it after 11 minutes. So now let's gonna put some more cheese curds on this one. And I'm not doing the tomato. We're just gonna leave that out today. I'm just gonna break these ones up. Yeah. Oh, my back is already sore from standing and making all this. Like, that's why that's why it's called labor of love. Because it is hard labor. At least I know I don't gotta do the dishes. That's amazing. Let's gonna rinse this off because put this one on the oven to wait for the other one to finish. All right, now we are done. We are done for that. Oh, and I gotta go get I've got to go get my dishcloths. They got washed today, so everything's clean. I did laundry yesterday, so I did my son's load of laundry, and he got up this morning and he decided he was going to do his laundry. I put it in the same space, the place that he had it, and so he did that again. So he double washed his clothes. I said, at least your clothes are going to be very clean. That's good. I said, I already did your laundry. He's like, no, I did it again. So I told him I want him to start doing his own laundry. I mean, I don't mind doing it once in a while, but I want him to start getting into the routine of that, the habit of that. So it's not so hard to do when you live on your own, you know? Because you're not used to someone else doing it for you. So yeah. I love the French fries and gravy with the poutine. Do you? You love that? That's good. All right, we're gonna take I dropped some dough. I gotta clean that up too. My goodness. It got on my brand new socks too. I put brand new socks on. Oh yeah, for those of you that are just coming in or whatever, you just come new to my channel. I did upload a yoga video today. I'm back doing yoga Mondays, Monday yogas. I'm just cleaning up the dough that I dropped, and I already stepped in it. All right, I'm a little hungry. I'm going to eat a piece of pineapple. I'm hungry a little bit. Let's have some pineapple. Let's check the pizza. Juicy. Heck yeah. Thank you. We got 7 minutes. I'm sorry, son, for the dishes, but you asked for this. You asked for this meal, so this meal creates dishes. I'm just gonna pour some water in there to let it soak. Yeah, I'm tired now. I'm so glad I got everything done I was gonna do today. Like I did my yoga, and I gave the plant some nutrients. I did that, and I sat outside and I meditated. I did that. Oh, my back is still sore though. I have a kink on my back. It's hurting. I'm just gonna pull this out a little bit and to see how it looks. Okay, we couldn't really see that well, but it's been in there for about like 6 minutes. Yeah, it's not brown yet, so we're just gonna turn it a little bit. Maybe they both would fit. I don't know. Maybe the other one fit too. Let's see. All right. Maybe it'll fit. There we go. Okay. You don't want to turn it this way so the pizza. Oh shit, here we go again. I don't know if I can reach it. I can't reach it. I can't reach it. Can you turn it off, please? I can't reach it. My back hurts today. Thank you. Sorry about that, guys. Oh. All right, so 6 minutes to go for the pizza. So maybe I'll just upload a short with that, what it turned out like, guys. So then I have to stay on here and waste you guys' day. You guys can just watch the short when it comes out. So yeah, I want to go relax. Let's see what's on YouTube. I haven't really watched YouTube today, so I'll see what everybody's been doing. See if anybody's uploaded some cool things. So yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for watching and making pizza with me. So yeah, usually pizza takes about 10 to 15, 20 minutes. So I will upload a short with a bite of it. All right, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.